Wow, breaking news. Jesper wrote the right comment on the right platform.
Hey. Welcome
Hi,
to the
guys.
B-side.
Welcome to the B-Side, the Gig Economy Podcast. I don't know. I feel like we have to rename this. Jesper and I have been in a predicament with trying to know what to name this because we want a short episode on the opposite weeks, but unfortunately, it's sometimes hard to line up guests for that. So we're going to do a quick and dirty news segment, what we kind of found over the last week. No ads, no anything like that. Just kind of getting into it. Talk a little bit stories from the road. I know Jesper and I both drove last week. Jesper had a quest, I believe, of 50 rides. My dumbass chose the 60, but then I looked at the difference. I'm stupid, Jesper.
Well, we all know that.
Damn it. Don't agree to that. So I had 60 rides for $150, or let's do $50. It was it was 150 for 60 rides, and Jesper's was 145 for 50 rides. So it was a $5 difference. I think the money was a little bit more on the second set of rides, right?
Yeah. It was still, I mean, it totaled out to be the same total on, if you did 70 rides.
Yeah, it did. It was just going to be
260. So it was 240. It was 145 and 115.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it was still kind of stupid. I mean, the $5 thing was a little like, this is dumb. I don't like this. So did you have anything that went on for you?
The only thing I had was my 1 star.
Oh, talk about that.
I got a 1 star.
Oh no.
Well, somebody apparently thought that I was Leadfoot, or something. I don't know. Ever since my ticket, I've been extremely, I don't speed when I have passengers in the car. Sometimes when I'm on, when I'm on the way to pick up somebody, I do speed once in a while, and I did actually get the notice from Uber again. Have you been speeding? But I know I did not speed with anybody in my car. But and this is probably what it is. I drive rough. I'm a little bit harder driver. I do harder brakes, and I take the corners with a little bit more speed than I probably should. So that does happen. But yeah, when I see cops,
I'm like, wait, what are we doing here?
But so my guess is somebody didn't like how I took a corner or something like that, and then he's like, whatever. And so I got, but I mean, I got lots of good tips, and I think there's that one person that's just gonna be pissed off.
Actually, I disagree, because I saw your pay stub, and your tips weren't very high. They were like, it was like $45, $50, something like that.
70.
But still, that seemed low for 50, almost 60 and a half hours driving and 50 rides.
I thought it was okay.
I'll have to look at my last one, but whoa, excuse me. Rally car. Love that.
I know a rally car in my van.
Gosh, Jesper, if you had my car with the torque on that I mean, you can rail around corners on that thing, and it hugs the corners. It's sweet as hell. But I don't do that because I don't want to use the battery, because I'm cheap ass.
Right.
So even though it cost me $10 to fill it up. No, so I drove too, and I just got discouraged with the
yes,
quest.
you did.
I was cranky. I
was talking Saturday night, and it's like, oh, all of a sudden he was gone.
Yeah, I just went home. I drove.
I gotta bring some ice cream to Megan, and then there's no more words.
Yep. What a great. She was like, "Oh, I really want ice cream," and I was like, "You know what? I'll be happy to do that for you." So yeah, I drove from downtown to my home in Granville, and I got 0 pings. 0 on Uber, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to be out here. I mean, Jesper, you did it right. I mean, you did 16 and a half hours. You did 50 rides. You got the bonus. Like, you did a good job.
Right. Well, but again, I also chose the right times, right? So Friday night I drove like normal. And by the way, John, good job on the 60-pound weight loss. That is awesome, dude. That is so awesome.
He was sexy with the weight, and he's even sexier without it.
Oh, I bet. I bet. So no, I drove Friday night from 8:30 to 3, I think. And I actually did more. I wanted to do 20 rides Friday night, and $200, and I did 22 rides. No, that's not right. 17 rides. So I did almost my rides, but I did $240. So I had gotten my one goal. So
Mhm.
I had 33 rides on Saturday, and I drove on Saturday. I started driving at 4:30. Then I took a break, an hour break at 8, and then
Yeah.
I went back out, and it was consistent. Friday night, the surprising part to me is Friday night I went Comfort and XL only again after 11, and I was bumper to bumper from Comfort and XL only.
I think I'm really realizing how much the XL has that does help. I think it's one of those things where I was like I was happy to get rid of it because um it just stressed me out,
Right,
but I am kind of missing it because it's one platform that I don't have. Now I have the Uber Comfort. I don't fucking
right.
get Uber Comfort. I mean barely,
So
barely.
I get a lot of Comfort, but it's definitely people who I get a lot of people who use Comfort as a cheap XL.
Yeah, I never have had anyone say or have a group that's big enough for an XL when I've been ordering it, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
they
kind of
all do the, "Oh, wait, you can do 6 people?"
yeah, yeah.
And it's bullshit, right? Because they all come out with a group of, "Oh, wait, you can do 6?"
Yeah.
And then
Ooh,
I just reported to Uber, and they all grade me. I don't care.
yeah. There you go. All right, let's jump into the news. This is I mean, it's not that we haven't talked about it before, but you can rent a Tesla, save when you rent a Tesla for 10 weeks.
Yep.
Basically is just giving a coupon and
I put it
I
in there because I got the notice again. They were kinda pushing that last week,
okay.
so that
Um,
was yep.
yeah, someone asked about it in our local group too, and I'm just like, you start out, well, what does it say? It works
270,
out to a overall
269.
yeah, but after the 10th week is free, so you're really kinda paying more, and then that 10th week, you get it free, but, I mean,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
let's just round it up. It's $300 in the hole every
Yep.
week. Think about on Monday and go, "For the next $300, that's half what you made this weekend, or a
No, I
little."
understand, but here's the one thing though is, you get a dollar more per ride from Uber
Yeah,
by doing
that's
the
true.
Tesla, right? So so how many rides can you do in a week? Can you do
Yeah.
300 rides in a week?
I mean, I don't think so, but that actually is a good point. If you were a full-time driver, I mean, yeah, on the weekends we do 50, so it'd be an extra $50, but it's only up to 4 grand a year, which is that's a lot of rides. I mean, it's 4,000
Oh,
rides,
sure.
rides, but yeah, I don't know. I still don't think it's worth it, to be honest, in my
I
opinion.
mean, the other thing is obviously you're not doing wear and tear at all on your own car, right?
True.
You still get the mileage deduction.
See, somebody said on that chat that if you claim let's say the 300 on your taxes, you don't get the mileage. You have to either do the mileage or the 300 as an
Oh,
expense.
yeah, that's right. Yes,
Okay.
correct. Because you can't claim that's right. Because if you claim that it's a rental, you don't get the mileage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was kind of the same as like if we wanted to claim our car payments, we wouldn't get the mileage. It's
right.
kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
I don't know. To me, I think it's I don't know. I had thought about it because the gas was just killing me in my Pilot, but, instead I went out and bought a 30,000 plus car
Right, right,
and renting a
right.
Tesla. So, I
So
mean, honestly, for what I'm paying, I mean, I have a hefty payment, I'm not gonna lie, because the interest rate is 8% right now, like, for cars, it's fucking insane, but my payment's 595 a month.
so
So,
we were out looking a little bit, and if we choose 36 months, we can get 199.
I guarantee you will not get that. I'll bet you $1,000 you will not get that.
He told me. He told.
Yeah, he'll tell you anything to get you in a car until you run your credit and do all that stuff.
Yeah, but we have the highest level credit.
I know, but I'm telling you, I do too. It's that there's I mean, I know you do get a lower interest rate when you do less months. I do
Right.
know that. But there's no way you're getting a 199. There's no way.
Hmm.
I would look into that. Run
No, I
have
will. I mean, some more,
have
but
did you talk to the dealer? They're financing?
yeah, that was
Okay.
their financing.
In
So
fact, go ahead, sorry.
no, it's just going to be this was the financing guy because I asked him to like go figure out for me.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
If you get it for 199, then I need to somehow talk to that guy and have him help me refinance because I'm at 8%.
Oh yeah,
So, but
I bet
I did stretch it out as long as I possibly can. So that does
you
hurt.
might want to talk to like Mr. Credit. I bet they can get that cheaper for you.
I used United Credit Union, which I did with Megan's car. Like Chevy couldn't even come close to that when I went to try to finance. So
That's crazy. On my van, I have I think it's 3.9,
yeah,
and
I'm
it's
sure I'm
it's 60 months.
yeah. So when you got that van though, the rates hadn't like skyrocketed. Remember, like the housing
Okay.
rates hadn't skyrocketed either. So that's what I'm saying. If you can get it for 199, you better give that guy a present, if you know what I mean. All right, moving on.
Oh, I had just given him one. No,
That's what she said.
All right, you're
never
up.
mind. I am up.
Dirty
Okay, so so this is actually this was a good. We were just talking about how you just got a new car, and so this is actually an article talking where Uber the magazine. This is Business Insider is talking to 3 drivers, 2 of whom has electric cars, and actually 2 of them have the Bolt like you do.
Oh, really?
Mhm. Yep. And they were basically saying what's your average hourly rate that you're making um after expenses. And so the interesting part is obviously the last one has a gas guzzler, and his hourly rate is actually somewhat lower than the other ones, but the middle driver is the one who does the best because he's treating it best. So let me just basically we have Nathan, Jeff, and Gabe, who is the 3 drivers that they're talking about, and the first one let me see, find it here. Basically, it says here a typical Uber driver earns 35 an active or utilized hour. So they define it as a period between when a driver accepts a ride and complete a trip. So that's a utilized hour. According to the company's February earnings call, a Lyft representative told Insider that including tips and bonuses, the average US driver made close to 36 driver an active hour. Now, when I look at all my, like last weekend when I drove, I made $49 an hour before expenses, right? So
Yeah.
that
Wow.
before expenses. But again, so you want to deduct probably $5 to $8 an hour for that or something like that. So I mean, it's down to I'm probably making $35-$40 an hour. But again, I'm driving only the busiest hours.
Yeah,
That
part time.
that's what I want to do, right? So he goes here. They actually talk to 4. Sorry, 2 with gas powered vehicles and 2 with EVs. Learn how much they're earning expenses. So Nathan, he says he began working part-time as a ride hailing driver in 2017. Last year, he roughly earned $12,000 in combined income driving for Uber and Lyft. Before vehicle expenses, he made $12,000. And he is 30. He's 30-year-old. He drives in Portland, Oregon. And let's see, he started driving full time in June and has worked over 500 hours and driven nearly 10,000 miles for Uber and Lyft in his electric vehicle. He shared a spreadsheet that says that he makes roughly $29 an hour after expenses.
Okay.
So that's pretty good on an electric. So he is also calculating wear and tear and all that stuff in his in his expenses.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to. I mean, it's hard enough to calculate in a gas vehicle, but as electric being a new thing, like there's no oil changes, there's basically no brakes.
So he estimates that it's $0.34 a mile So 34 cents a mile. That is his expenses, and that comes to charging, insurance, maintenance,
Okay.
and probably also his. I bet he also has his wear and tear in there. So
Well, that's not bad then if it's all that stuff.
right. So no, that includes his insurance and maintenance. Means his earnings fall to roughly $24 an hour, excluding tips and ride bonuses. Which so that, but again, that's excluding tips and ride bonuses. Now, my weekend last weekend, the $49, that was including ride
Of
bonuses.
course. Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyway, so he says he makes about $13 an hour in profits. I don't know what else he's deducting from that, but
$13 an hour?
in profits. And tips and bonuses, roughly 36% of his earnings over the 3 months.
Oof.
Oh, he says excluding tips and ride bonuses is $13 an hour in profits. That's what he means. So,
Okay.
excluding tips and bonuses is $13 an hour. So it's really, I mean, the tips and bonuses takes it to $24 an hour, which then makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So then we go on to the next one. He has an EV, and he says that has definitely greatly helped him reduce his costs. So and then, now we have Jeff. He's 63. He's a part-time Uber and Lyft driver, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 12,000 rides. He started driving in 2018, and he usually works about 36 hours a week. Last year, he earned $37,000 driving for Uber before expenses, including his income. He calculated that he earned roughly $27 an hour before expenses, after accounting for an estimated $6,000 in-ride hailing related gas costs. His per hour earnings fell to $23 an hour.
So yeah, it sounds like you should get an EV for one.
Oh, absolutely, EV, absolutely. But then also, and this is the big thing, is you really have to be. There's one of these drivers here, and I'll stop here in a moment. But one of the drivers says here that he will, once he went part time and started doing effective driving, that's when he started making his money.
What do you mean
So
effective driving?
don't only drive at the same time
Oh,
as I do. Drive
yeah,
in the good times, right?
right.
That's
Cherry
don't
pick the
drive.
times.
Exactly. That's what you really have to do.
Yeah.
So, and that's the last one. He goes here. He earned about $40 an hour driving part time after taking out expenses. So again, he drives effectively, and that's the last one. And basically, the other ones was making somewhere between $24 and $28 an hour. And this guy he makes $40 after expenses.
Yeah. I mean, it's all like it. I mean, it's not a shocker. You got to drive when
No.
it's busy. I mean, you can drive during the day. I mean, I never get tips during the day. Like,
Oh
if you're
no.
gonna base your income on tips, you have to drive during the. I mean,
Mhm.
even not just on the weekends, but like during the evening time when people are going out. Like, it's just not gonna work otherwise. You're just not gonna make. I mean, like I said, I can always stay busy during the day, but it's just me. You know what I mean? People are going to
Yep.
work. People are running errands.
But
It's
it just speaks to the importance of knowing when your busy times is in your market, and definitely drive like that. And again, a lot of that you can really, it's again, Uber and Lyft is telling you a lot more data now. But if you now taking that, now take that back to the card that we use. What is it called?
the card
Yeah, the credit card.
moves.
Thank you, moves, and they tell you a lot of that data now too.
Yeah.
If you're driving in an active moves market. So yeah,
Yeah. Interesting. All right, moving on. Are we gonna role play on this one?
we can.
Okay.
What? Who do you want to be?
Wait, do I get the wrong one first? Oh yeah, I did have the wrong one first.
Are you green or are you red? Or gray?
Uh I'll take green.
Okay. Hi,
So
this is
wait,
what.
you're the asshole. You're the customer. I'm the driver. That's how
Well,
we have.
first is Doordash.
Well, yeah.
Hi, this is Doordash connecting you to your customer for updates about their order. Thanks for nothing. Order was wrong.
I'm sorry about that, sir. Which items are wrong? DoorDash support will refund. Have a great day.
Crash.
LMFAO.
Die.
I'll pray for you, sir.
Yeah, me too. Pray you get deported.
To where? I'm an American citizen, sir.
They already did. But the whole reason I used this service was so that I didn't have to leave my house because I'm disabled. The main ingredient for tonight's recipe isn't here.
Okay, what was that? What was the ingredient that was missing? I asked you, and you're telling me dye.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, they were out. I checked with the store clerk. You don't need to talk to be in a threat. You don't need to talk to me to be in a. Wow, we're reading this verbatim. You don't need to talk to be or to me in a threatening tone. I'm talking to DoorDash about this, and you're going to get banned off the platform. You dirty bitch. I added that. Oh, just one of these things. I've never gotten into like a pissing match with like anybody on chat. Like even with food delivery or riders or anything. No one ever really just I want it. I want to play along. I want to like
Right.
have a good time with it. But yeah, I haven't
But
really.
don't you have the ability to talk to the person when you shop?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So why didn't he just do that?
I I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Sometimes when it's just a couple of items, it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it was a low tip. I talked to my buddy Mike, who actually you never met, which is kind of hilarious. But he says like he does Walmart Spark
Right.
and he's like, you know what? If there's no tip, and but the pay was good enough for him, but there's no tip, he's like, I don't do anything extra. I do the bare minimum. So maybe
Right.
this was the same scenario for this guy. Like, I'm not texting this guy. I'm just gonna say they didn't have it.
One, if they in fact didn't have it, that's the thing.
I mean, I'd be shocked that they didn't have some sort of mozzarella, but the guy could be stupid too. So
Well, yeah, obviously, at least the purchaser, the buyer or the
yeah,
client was stupid.
yeah. All
But
right,
yeah.
moving on. This
So
is from
this is actually from one of the drivers in our group, and she was very very surprised about this, and this is pretty cool. So basically, this is a note she got when she delivered for a DoorDash, um, and she goes, "This has to be one of the sweetest things I've ever gotten," and there was a wad of cash. It's a little things in life. This shit just made my entire day. I love it when people are like this, like they get it. And the note says, if I can read it, hang on.
you got. I zoomed it for you in the in.
Uh,
No, I zoomed it in the doc.
no, it
Oh,
doesn't show.
you fucking really zoomed it.
It says,
Oh,
please take this. Please, Rachel, you are so appreciated. Have a great day and drive safe. P.S. Please take this tip on top of what I put on the app. See, that is just nice.
well, what's funny is so that gal in our group goes by RR. Her little icon says RR.
Ray Ray. Yeah.
And
She
oh yeah, Ray
goes by
Ray.
Ray Ray. Yeah.
And then I saw this and she's the one that posted. I was like, "Oh, your name is Rachel. Hi, Rachel." And then I was like, "Oh god, what did she tag me in it? I gotta find it real quick. I know this is always a killer when I'm doing this. Slows the show right down. There's been a lot of like chatter in there, but she had said something.
I never actually even asked her if I could use it. I just used it.
Oh
So,
no.
sorry, Rachel.
I mean, you kind of post it in this group, so I mean, it's kind of
I
oh,
just
okay.
thought it was so life affirming and nice that this actually happened. So I wanted to spread the good news.
Yeah, so I said, "How much cash?" And she said, God dang it. Oh, $6 in $6 in one strip club material. I mean
But
that
that's nice though.
and that beer was sorry, I just knocked my beer over and it was
Oh
empty.
no.
No, it
And
was empty. It's all good. Sorry.
you deleted deleted
What did I delete?
the the
Oh, there we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
I hit undo. Holy
We're
shit.
pros today. We're pros today. This is
Yeah,
great.
no more beer for me.
Ah.
So no, that was cool. A wad of cash, 6 ones. They were probably all crumpled up. So
I've gotten stripper money before, and I
yeah.
picked up people from
Did
the
you
strip
smell
club.
the money?
Oh no, this was the 10 ones, and they were so sticky together. They were brand new. They
Oh,
were still stick.
oh,
No,
they're
no,
brand new. Okay.
brand new. They were sticking, but they came out of they came out of the strip club. But he obviously didn't use them because
Yeah.
stuck
Must have
together.
been a slow night in the club.
I know. I
All right,
know.
this next one is freaking hilarious. Oh no, whoops. Wait a minute. No, we forgot. Well, sorry. I
It's
want to talk about this.
your
Yep, I'm good. Sorry, my bad.
your bad.
Lyft's new Woman Plus Connect feature puts drivers in control. Lyft is rolling out an exciting new feature that women and non-binary drivers and passengers can opt. I gotta move this over here because it's too much to read. Can opt into on a case-by-case basis, which that's weird. It's called Woman Plus Connect. The main focus is to create a better connections between drivers and passengers, creating a more comfortable environment for all. First launching in San Francisco, San Diego, Chicago, Phoenix, San Jose, and more. Woman Plus Connect matches women and non-binary drivers with more women and non-binary riders. Statistically speaking, which I thought was interesting, about 50% of passengers on Lyft platform are women, but only 23% of drivers. Now, in your head, you would think it would be 50-50, but I'm surprised it is 50-50. I would think less women would drive on the platform just due to the fact of safety issues.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I was surprised by that.
When I
This,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this highly requested feature offers more control over the driving experience for women and non-binary people, allowing them to feel that much more confident. And with fewer barriers to driving, more women can access flexible earning opportunities, whether driving to build a business, support their family, or simply enjoy earning good money while meeting great people.
Yep.
So
When I first read the article, because I read it too,
Yep.
I thought it was the riders who could choose to be mixed, that could be paired up with the driver, a female driver, but
I
it's
think it's
not.
both.
No, it's the driver. So the
It's just
driver,
the driver?
yes, can choose. It's it's gonna be just like you can choose whether you want to drive with XL or not. You can choose if you want to do a women plus connect.
Oh, I guess it does say drivers in control. I see. It's so funny because I read the whole thing and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I thought it would. That's dumb.
Well, it is and it's not. So Lyft say they're doing it because they want more female drivers and they want it to feel safer, right? I immediately thought that it's gonna. I mean, when I thought it was the riders, I was like, well, that's kind of gonna take down the amount of rides I'm gonna get, because I think a lot of more female riders would choose to get a female driver.
I mean, I agree. I think it is going to reduce it, but I also think it's kind of cool. Like you should be able to do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Oh,
Right.
that's interesting. So I mean, so a non-binary female that's a rider, do they have that on their platform? Because how is Lyft going to pull that data for that driver? I guess
I don't know. That's the thing. But so, I mean, what's gonna make me say? I mean, why can't I could technically just say I'm gonna be non-binary tonight, right?
Of course, yeah.
I mean,
I
so
mean,
that's
you need to you take everything with a grain of salt, right? You still need
absolutely.
people are still gonna fuck with the system.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
know what I mean? And be dicks.
Mhm.
I mean, you can't
No, it's no,
control.
it's not dicks.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
difference.
that was the wrong phrase. But yeah, no, I mean, people are gonna still abuse the system, and
Absolutely.
it
Yep.
is what it is. But I actually like it. I mean, we've talked about
Mhm.
there's rideshare apps out there that can do that, and I'm like, why are Lyft and Uber not doing this? This is kind of like that. But I think riders should be able to request a female driver, a non-binary. I think that would be really cool.
But can it be controlled?
I mean, I think you just report it if it's off. I mean, but then again, how are you going to tell somebody's not a woman or non-binary? Because then you're into this whole
Oh,
fucking
I know.
thing. You know what I mean?
It's the same thing about, well, I can use the women's bathroom because I'm non-binary.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, who gives a fuck? Just use whatever bathroom you want. I'm so tired of all that debate. I don't give a shit. Just make them all gender. If a female
I
wants to come
know.
in there and watch me pee in the urinal, I don't give a shit.
Well, but particularly on the bathrooms that is just one bathroom in there anyways.
Yeah.
There's one toilet. Make
Hey.
it a non.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna let you know. if there's if there's 2 toilets and one says male and one says female, I know it's a single stall and that male one's full, you be fucking damn right I go in the female one to go to the bathroom. Like, I don't
Right.
give a shit. Like, if someone looks at
Right.
me and says you're in there, I'm like, okay, it's a single bathroom. It's
Right.
what are we
Yeah.
doing here?
There's a lock on the fucking door, right?
Yeah, and it's one
It's
toilet. Like,
no.
it doesn't matter who I am. If my dog wants to lift his leg in there, I'm gonna let him. No, I wouldn't do that. All right, moving on. I think it's a good feature. That's my opinion moving forward.
Right.
I think it's good. I think Uber is going to follow shortly. I can almost guarantee it.
I actually think no, it is too. But going back to the toilets issue, I think it's a building code issue
For what?
that there has to be a male
Oh,
and a female bathroom, or they both have to be non-binary.
Oh,
So
we'll say like gender neutral or family or whatever.
exactly, yeah.
I
There
bet you're
was
right.
there is something about building codes in there, so
I
it's
bet you it
very
was like
strange.
put together and like back in the day, and like just like how there's weird laws that don't
Hmm.
apply at all. So,
I know it's the
hey,
dumbest thing.
Steve, nice to see your well, nice to see
Steve!
your words. All right,
Your word.
so we're at 33 minutes. I know we're gonna do this hot and dirty, so let's
Oh,
start wrapping.
we gotta wrap it up soon. But this one was pretty cool.
Oh,
So,
this one's ridiculous.
so this is an Uber Eats order. I delivered an $80 order from Stan Stoners to the Uber corporate office in downtown Chicago. $80. Upon first trip completion, I went to check what kind of tip I got, and only to see it's a $2 tip. Glad to know they understand our struggle.
I mean,
$2 on an $80 order.
how
I
embarrassing!
know.
Like, come on,
What up?
who's in there and is like, yeah, this is a good idea. Like, you're probably expensing. I mean, maybe not expensing it. Maybe that's just a private whatever.
But I mean, let's be honest. Okay, so first of all, it's $80 worth of donuts. Okay, this is more than one box.
Yeah,
This would have been 5 to 6 boxes of damn donuts.
but then here we go again. Is it really more work to move 80 donuts in compared to 3 donuts? Okay, let's say it's 4 boxes. Just for well, how many look, they can put a dozen in, let's say. Let's do math.
Right.
Let's do
Let's
math.
do math.
Let's do math.
It's probably a 4 box of donuts.
6.5 boxes.
Yeah.
If they did 12
Well,
in a
so that's
box.
7 because you probably
I
don't have
guess my
7.
point is like, is $2 way too low? Yeah, it should be. If it was 1 donut, it should be a minimum of $5. You know what I mean?
Right.
I
Right.
usually do $5, start at $5, and I go from there regardless.
But why would you do a $2 order, $2 tip on an $80 order? What? That's not even 5%.
No, because people are stupid. I don't think you should tip. So what would 20% be on $80?
$16.
See, that's too much. I wouldn't tip $16 on that order.
That's okay, but it's more than 2.
Well, yeah, it's definitely more than that's what I say. I start out at 5. I would have been like,
Right.
like $7. Like, it's
Right,
donuts.
right.
It's not like and it's really based on the distance too. If they drove 20 miles for that, I'm for sure gonna fucking do more than $7. I would do at least 20%.
Right. But you and I both know also that, I mean, the tip is why they get it so fast.
Well, the tip's a bid for service.
Right.
And clearly that guy that took it is a dumbass.
No, because he didn't know until afterwards. And so he was expecting that, hey, this is for Uber downtown. They must know it.
Well, my point is
I would have done the same thing. If I got an $80 order to Uber, I would expect them to know it and tip well.
Well, that order came in $2.50 plus $2. So I guarantee it came up as $4.50 when he got that order.
Oh,
he's wondering because remember they can change the tip. So after an hour you get the tip finally comes through, and he was hoping that it would come through with more money because they only tip $2 at the beginning, and then they're going to go back in and tip later, and they clearly did. So.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Maybe he forgot.
Probably. It's a quick and dirty. We'll try to get in 2 weeks. Try to get somebody on. I do have somebody partially lined up, but his name is Nathan. He's a Patreon member. I'm having trouble emailing him though, so I need to get on an email chat with him.
And we just get a lead on another hot one too. So that should be an interesting one. So we'll see.
Yeah. And next week is Janet. I can't believe it's here. It's a week from today. She will be in the studio.
In the studio. So
which
will
will be
I.
so strange. Oh, you're coming
Ja-
too? Thanks.
Jason is gonna clean up the studios. That'll be cool.
I'm getting there. Hey, I fixed the panels. I used your little machine.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Are you proud of me?
By the little machine, by the way. He's talking about my nail gun.
Yeah, your nail gun.
It's nothing sexy here.
No, I don't know. It's pretty sexy. I feel like a badass using it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, damn, I should be a roofer.
With a finishing nailer? You better not be using a finishing nailer on the roof.
All right, guys. As always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
And we'll see you on the road.
Good night.
Good night.